successfully sneak your way into the heart of the rival PF's FOB, you can capture staff from them. I'll be looking forward to meeting the new recruits, boss.
Be careful down there, boss.
All units, special alert. Defend your positions. Out.
Infiltration successful. successfully sneak your way into the heart of the rival PF's FOB, and you can capture staff from them. I'll be looking forward to meeting the new recruits, boss.
Be careful down there, boss.
Hey, John. Good to see you. Just basic stuff tonight. Trying to get my points up. Nothing too extravagant.
You there!
I don't have a lot of objectives at this point. After I maxed out my processed precious metals, there's not much else. But of course, like I mentioned the other day, there's that strange bug where no unprocessed materials that I collect online show up in the unprocessed category. So I could steal all these containers, but there's no point if they don't go in there. So kind of takes the fun out of it for me, because I enjoy doing that, you know. But now it's just points and having fun. I've got enough different themes on doing stuff to play around with this mode, so I still enjoy it. I'm still gonna do it. I mean, I would love to take all these, but they don't go anywhere. I mean, if I were able to do a mission that had those containers every time, that would be best. I don't mind playing a mission over and over to get that, but once you snag them out of that hangar, it takes 3 or 4 missions for them to regenerate, so a lot of luck on that. I mean, at least with Skullface, you get the tanks. You can always use tanks, but that's about it. So tonight's my best female sneaker. You know, tomorrow may be the blonde female, you know, or the low end blue kangaroo guy or whatever. Just different stuff, different ways of doing things. Keep it fresh. How are things in your neck of the woods? Getting a lot of bases done, or taking out your enemies? All zeros.
Infiltration successful.
Yeah, when you here's my question. If you get, let's say you get attacked, and you're able to repel an invader and keep your nukes, how do you generate resources? Do you farm in single player or truck rides, or as you do with the Spook May Keep method? Or do you maxed out your resources and just spend them? I mean, it's not a lot, but you're still using up your resources for that. Yeah. Okay. And then you do the rubber band. That works.
Successfully sneak your way into the heart of the rival PF's FOB, and you can capture staff from them. I'll be looking forward to meeting the new recruits, boss.
I've done my share of nuke defenses
Careful down there, boss.
of other people, and it's a lot of work. Congratulations are in order for that. And of course, now that you can't fold out your own nukes on a defense, it's even better. Yeah, I got a couple of supporters who keep theirs whenever they get them. And I'll get the call and deploy and all that, and it becomes an adventure trying to ward off an attacker, especially with the grade 10 wormhole. So yes. But that's again, that's a completely different side of the defense ledger that you play on when you play nukes. Because defenders have a unique incentive to go full throttle and whatever it takes to get to your core platform. And as a defender, you deploy and want to make sure that they're there first, and then see where they are to start. You don't have a lot of time. Oh, shit. Sit down on the ground. I mean, it used to be when I would do
Infiltration successful.
when I use Venom and Crouch Walk, I can do pretty close to that. Especially since my style is predicated more on dealing with who's in my way instead of everybody else. Sometimes though I wish you could try and solve a base before the defender notice goes out. Because sometimes I've seen some high level bases that I want to take a stab at, but the minute I step on the core platform or on the starting platform, the defender notice goes out, so I have to do whatever I can in a short amount of time. But I've managed to make it more than once without defense. Without defenders showing up, so it's not like I can't. Taking a chance.
Successfully sneak your way into the heart of the rival PF's FOB, and you can capture staff from them. I'll be looking forward to meeting the new recruits, boss.
Be careful down there, boss.
I mean, I've always thought of going after nukes in my style serious business, you know, a task suitable for the man himself to take on, because nuclear weapons are a big deal. And I've sent my low grade staff after nukes and gotten to the core and gotten 6 digits and everything else, but I stopped doing that because I prefer using Snake for that. Just give nuclear weapons that kind of respect, quote unquote. Oh, really? That's interesting. Of course, in the early days, some of my best runs were on nuclear bases. So, I got some experience. carefully.
UAV's picked up a man in trouble. Nearest unit, go investigate.
CP, this is Delta 1. We'll investigate ASAP. Infiltration successful.
Nice. Hey Juan, good to see you. I don't like to hoard them. I like to dispose of them. I'm closing in on 500. I mean, I could wear my grade 11 and all that, but it just becomes a lot of work. And then you get revenge wormholes and being attacked on a regular basis by indirects and all that.
Successfully sneak your way into the heart of the rival PF's FOB, and you can capture staff from them. I'll be looking forward to meeting the new recruits, boss.
Oh yeah, I went after when you guys issued that water pistol challenge for them.
Be careful down there, boss.
Had to be a level 60 or higher, at least 2 sets of mines and 2 cameras and everything else. And I had seen Gloomy's base in my indirect, so I took a stab at it and I failed, and he got a wormhole back to me, which his buddies began to really work on. You know, they used it quite a bit. And especially since I used the Mizra as my main defense weapon, it got to be expensive to defend many, many times. And I didn't want to use up the blockades, so there was a trade-off, you know. Shit. Usual frickin' nonsense. Oh, got lucky. That's pretty cool. That's a different spin on it. I get the notice no matter what, so. Gotta get through as fast as I can. Doesn't even matter at this point.
Infiltration failed. Are you hurt? Try a little harder next time.
Seven Sins. It's the first time I've ever been on there, so. I didn't even read his numbers beforehand, so I went in essentially blind. Not that it matters. Take that. Well, I've experimented with using C4 or anti-tank mines or electromagnetic net mines, you know, to bypass. I've experimented on some of my supporters' bases, and it's hit or miss. So it's just not something.
Your way into the heart of the rival PF's FOB, and you can capture staff from them. I'll be looking forward to meeting the new recruits, boss.
Now, of course, since I jumped the railing, yeah, I did some basic experiments, and it worked part of the time. So I mean, sometimes on my supporters' bases it works, sometimes it doesn't. They could have the same layout or the same mine placement and it work on one and not work on the other. So, you know, that's not an effective tool in my toolbox to use. Yeah, that's a little too much.
All units, special alert. Defend your position. Out.
CP, this is Zulu 2. I'm seeing smoke. There may be enemies in the area. Over.
This is CP. Understood. Take security and stay alert. Out.
I mean, I've tried placing C4 near the block, and it turns the claymore off, but it doesn't make it able to be bypassed reliably. So it's not something I can really use.
UAV picked up a man in trouble. Nearest unit, go investigate.
Take that 50 caliber bullet.
Special alert.
Wake up!
Position. Out.
Infiltration successful.
So that's close enough. Good job. I mean, I was willing to take the hit on his bridge block, but his other mines took me out. Well, female staff with PF skills are rare. And I've only seen them in that mission. I haven't seen them in prisoner side ops. So she has the same face and hairstyle that I like, and she's all A++. I have never seen. Here's another one that I got from the same mission. I'll be here, John. So Juan, the females with PF skills only show up in mission 9, and they don't show up every time. So you got lucky, and you kept her. So that's a plus for you. Yeah, that's good. I was very pleased to find that female. She's essentially an analog to Venom Snake.
Successfully sneak your way into the heart of the rival PF's FOB, and you can capture staff from them. I'll be looking forward to meeting the new recruits, boss.
Be careful down there, boss.
I figured that was it. Well, they did, okay, they did patch in PF skills. Okay, that's not new. You didn't have those skills at the beginning of the game. We know that, but I believe, and don't quote me on this, putting females with PF skills is new. I haven't seen that. And those females only show up in Mission 9. So when they did an update, they put that in there. And I don't know when. Because I never saw a female with a PF skill before. Now, of course, if you didn't save that female beforehand and you go out to the desert outside the Marhate Palace, she will have low stats and her character name will be Black Harrier. She was my first 2.0 female. And on both of my accounts, she is low skill and keeps that 2.0 bonus rating. She can have different faces, she can have different hairstyles, but the low combat stats stay the same. Once you keep her, then her skills change. And that's where the PF skill females come into play. And I think, like I said, I believe that is new. So it's an added bonus. Because all the soldiers you encounter in single player, you can have you can have PF skills for the men, but not for the female prisoners. So there's a discrepancy there, and I don't know how that came to be. So I mean, I was farming vehicles in that mission one night, and
Infiltration successful.
okay, not too bad. Yes. $73,000. So well, that's what I was going to do. Okay. Okay. This is the low rank female you encounter outside La Marjate Palace in Mission 9 the first time. Once you keep her, then her skills change. I've heard that same thinking. I'm going to disagree with it. I'm not gonna provide any reason why. I don't agree with that. I think whatever you find out in the field is random. It's not connected to your unit levels. There are no male drug developers. They're all female.
Successfully sneak your way into the heart of the rival PF's FOV, and you can capture staff from them. I'll be looking forward to meeting the new recruits, boss.
Of course, interestingly enough, in that same Mission 9, regardless of what you do, once you collect the drug developer, she does not reappear. Unless you dismiss the one you already have. I know this because I've tried a million times to get another drug developer, and it didn't work for me. Because you can rescue all the prisoners and go into Waksin barracks, and when you scan the prisoner that's in the cell, she'll be a cybernetics developer and not drug developer. So
All fire teams, this is CP. Someone heard the sensor. Possibly an intruder. Whoever's closest, go and investigate ASAP.
too late. No, you go.
CP, this is Delta 3. Signs of enemy activity. Tightening security. Over.
This is CP. Understood. Check your surroundings. Out.
See, in my experience, the one to be executed is a cybernetics developer, and the one in the Jeep is the transportation specialist. Now, if you extract the Jeep with him in it, he will automatically take his place in your R&D team. He will eject S++ staff, which gets on my nerves. Well, I'll run that mission right now to go to what we're talking about. After I detonated our stun grenade. No enemy!
Stay alert. Don't let him get the drop on you. Out.
Infiltration successful.
Okay, I'm gonna take a short break. Give me about 2 minutes, and then I'm gonna do mission 9. Just give me a short break. I'll be right back. Okay. Not too bad. Okay. So let me clear out my R&D team. And we'll do that mission. Okay. R&D. Let's check it to make sure. Mission list. Mission 9. Electrospinning. Cybernetics. Drug developer. Surgeon. Electrospinning and cybernetics. Okay. I'm going to go offline for this. Hey, Jay Hernandez, how are you? 9. Okay. Buffalo. Same face, same hair, different voice. I don't care. Right. Yes. No, I'm not messing with this loadout. It's my junk loadout. Doing okay. Just playing with my favorite female tonight. Low key, no big deal. I can splurge and use grade 7s. I don't need anything else. Sub camo. Okay. Let's rock this bitch. Sorry, I'm going to do it at night. I prefer doing this mission at night.
Your objective is to eliminate as many enemy combat vehicles as you can. For this mission, we're backup for the guerrillas' offensive. That means our mission isn't over until theirs is. Keep an eye on the remaining time. Also bear in mind that you fail the mission if you don't take out a single vehicle. As for payment, the more vehicles, the bigger our paycheck. So give them a real fireworks show. Check the target's locations on your map. Once you've spotted incoming reinforcements, their location will be added to your iDroid 2.
Grip it and rip it.
Target extraction confirmed. That's cut down the enemy mechanized unit's force strength.
Hey, how are you?
Boss, we have information on new targets. Check your iDroid for their predicted route.
Stop whining.
Boss,
Oh,
I have a report from the intel team. Targets are now on the move. I've sent their predicted route to your iDroid. Check your map.
we're doing a proof of concept today. No, I didn't know that.
Extracted. Sorry, Reds. It belongs to Diamond Dogs now.
Which one is it?
Boss, we spotted a four-wheel drive transporting a prisoner. It's not part of the mission. You think you can bust him loose? Just if you have the time to spare.
Okay.
Okay, subject is in.
Run right at it.
You've got other targets closing in. You can check their predicted route on your iDroid.
I know the guy I just rescued was a surgeon.
Boss, you're doing great. Plenty of targets eliminated. Just the pace I'd expect. Target extraction confirmed. That's cut down the enemy mechanized unit's force strength.
One or the other, but not both. Come on, my dog, keep up. Oh, wow, 3 for 1. How about that?
You gonna extract him?
No. Gets on my nerves when they do that. Okay.
Subject on board. Leave the
Cybernetics.
rest to us.
Hey, JMF. Good to see you, amigo. How are you?
Subject on board. Leave the rest to us.
Legendary swimsuiter. That's what you always be in my book. Play catch up. Too late. Gotta let one go. Playing some FOBs in a little bit. I just want to get this proof of concept done. Electro spinning.
We spotted a Soviet weapons transport truck. Apparently its cargo is something pretty powerful. What do you think? Should we make them share? Tread carefully, boss.
Put it on there and didn't even matter.
Boss, that's incredible. You're taking them out faster than they can come in.
I know,
This
I
operation
know.
is going smoothly too. Keep it up. A target has left the mission area. It's too late to eliminate that one. Just focus on taking out the remaining targets. Boss, we have new targets. Check your iDroid for the details.
Cybernetics. Okay.
Subject on board. Leave the rest to us.
So you get 2 cybernetics developers and an electrospinning developer. No drug developer. Hey man, good to see you. Yeah, it works. Doesn't make a lick of sense, but it works. This is the only use I have for this uniform. It was.
The guerrillas' offensive will be ending soon. Boss, there's still time left. Take out as many vehicles as you can.
I know, I know. Such a big baby. see if we can do this. Yes, I can! What's that? Oh!
Alright, target extracted. Solid heads. It belongs to
Yeah!
The enemy reinforcements have stopped. No targets remaining. Boss, exfiltrate the hot
Okay.
zone.
Got 2 prisoners to go. Yeah. Yeah. You could do that with a whole bunch of parts of this game. No helicopters, no tanks. I'm gonna save all the prisoners. And that too. Low grade.
Понял. Немедленно все осмотрите. Конец связи.
Okay.
Всем боевым группам СКП. Пришлось строить целый ряд. Похоже на проблемы.
One more prisoner.
Ближайший патруль. Проверить здесь детали.
Okay, subject is in.
Gunsmith.
Subject on board. That's it. You've made it out of the hot zone. No sign of the enemy. Mission complete, boss.
Not too bad. So no double drug developer.
All
9
right,
vehicles.
mission complete, boss. Maybe you'll actually break a sweat next time, huh?
And an A. That's fine. I don't really care. Bloody unicorn. Poison raccoon. So no drug developer. Okay. No, I'm not doing that. Besides, Ashen Platypus and I go back a long ways. She was the first female character I used for high scores. So I have a lot of loyalty for her. Yeah, I'm going back to FOBs right now. So you can farm that mission 1,000,000 times. You get 2 cybernetic specialists instead of drug developer, because that drug developer is she gives a decent score, or a decent staff bonus rating, 1.86. So that's not too bad, you know, if you're into that kind of thing anyways, and she's a female, so that's a plus. Okay. Recruitment. Gunsmith. Fired. And okay. Let's go back to earning some points. Okay.
Successfully sneak your way into the heart of the rival PF's FOB, and you can capture staff from them. I'll be looking forward to meeting the new recruits, boss.
Well, We do know that people can edit their
Be careful down there, boss.
saves and their stat. We know that already.
All units, special alert. Defend your position. Out.
So it wouldn't surprise me to see a Xiang Tan. You turn your back on an enemy. Really?
CP, this is Zulu 1. Under fire! There's no sign of the enemy! Over.
This is CP. Understood. All units on alert. The enemy's hiding somewhere. Find them. Out. All units, special alert. Defend your position. Out. What?
CP, this is Delta 3. We may have an intruder. Going on alert. Over.
This is CP. Understood. Check your surroundings. Out. All fire teams, this is CP. Security cams picked up a man in trouble. Nearest unit, go investigate. All units, special alert. Defend your position. Out.
I love that shotgun so much. It's kind of a shame you can't use it in sniper bases. So, I mean, that weapon was patched in.
Alert. Defend your position.
It only went up to grade 5 in the official guide. They added that later. It's one of the first online development weapons. Turned out to be a pretty substantial weapon. I mean, it's, to me, it's the best weapon in the game.
UAV's picked up a man in trouble. Nearest unit, go investigate.
Infiltration successful.
Of course, the only downside to FOB mode is at my stage of the game, I don't need any staff at all. just a number at this point. $14,610. Really? He's ninth? Wow. Okay. That's a good point that I offered to help you. So we're going to change it up a little. I offered to help Lunar get better his sneaking ability. And the next couple missions, I'm going to do every platform in order so he can watch how I do it. And I'll explain my details as we go. So we'll start with the combat. Command platform, you only do when you have nukes. Because honestly, the payout for command platforms is garbage. You can make more in biological material in base development than you can in command. So don't bother with command. Combat unit, obviously, you know, you get your combat stuff. North Pacific Ocean. Look at the lower left-hand corner. FOB, North Pacific Ocean. This is in my experience. Again, everything I say from this point forward is based on my experience. It's not a definitive statement. This is just my opinion. North Pacific is the easiest combat platform to pass through when you have four platforms. There are a few wrinkles to it, but you know, a skilled intruder can deal with those on the fly, and there's a lot of room to maneuver and things to do and get around and everything else. Now, this particular base is mid-range security, so they're carrying assault rifles. There's no extra. Volunteers from command are random. You can get just about anybody. And if you steal 10 staff, they'll be randomized. That's how some people steal intel staff that way. Is through the command platform. Okay, grade 7. No extra mines, no extra cameras. S rank, A++ rank. Staff, that doesn't really matter. No extra mines, no extra cameras. UAVs are normal. So always take the far insertion point. And I have my grade 7 shotgun, which I always carry. My grade 5 sniper rifle. The only time I'm really going to use this is at the top of the combat platform. At the top of the core platform, I'm going to blow a UAV out of the sky if it's stopped. This is the only reason I carry it. And it's powerful enough and cheap enough that you can carry it everywhere without having to worry. So it's a grade 5, and it's been customized with a grade 2 silencer. The grade 1 silencer is enough. You don't really need the grade 2. Okay. Secondary weapon. Got your riot pistol, grade 7. It's expensive, yes, 42,330 GMP, but it is very handy. And on sniper bases, it's even more handy. So I carry that all the time. Since we're not using venom, in this case, I don't have a arm to use. If I were to do that, if I were to use venom, it would be the stun arm that I would use. There's nothing else that really applies for my normal playstyle. I only use like the Hand of Jehudi when I want to get fancy, and I don't want to get fancy. Okay, support weapons. Always smoke grenades. They're inexpensive and they can come in handy in so many ways. Grade 5 sleep grenades. You're going to use these on the core platform. They're effective if you use them right. I don't need to use the grade 7s, but that's from my experience. Again, I have 2 years of experience, 14,600 plus victories. I don't need to carry the grade 7s. If you want to spend your resources in African Peach and Haoma, go right ahead. I don't need it. Okay, stun grenades, grade 4. You can use grade 5s, but they take up precious metals, and I don't like to do that. The grade 5s are super strong against up to grade 7 armor. They can knock out guards at close range. If they're standing next to it and it goes off, it'll knock them out. The grade 4s, however, will just disorient them. They'll cover their eyes and kind of wave their hands in the air like, I don't know what's going on. I don't use these as attack weapons. I use them as distraction weapons. So that's what I use. And then petrol bombs, just in case I see a mine set up that I don't like, or I'll hit the corridor and have a mine there, I can use this to blow it up. I don't use these very often, if at all. I just carry them just to carry them. Okay. I don't use anything else. This is my standard loadout. Items, grade 5 night vision, always. Smoke box, always. You can carry the water resistant in case it rains. I've learned to go without. I don't need to have 2 of the same. The smoke box is more than enough for most of my work. And grade 5 nocticyanin. I don't need grade 7. It's expensive and I don't need it. I only use it on the core platform. I don't use it anywhere else. Hey Locos, how are you? Okay, tools. Always wormhole. I don't bother with balloons. I don't extract very many things. And when I do, I use wormholes. So, okay. Now I'm using my low grade character for the espionage points. I'm going to stick with her because that's my theme tonight. And always 0600. I do not fight at night. It makes you a better player when you fight during the daytime. So while we wait, start on the far platform.
Successfully sneak your way into the heart of the rival PF's FOB, and you can capture staff from them. I'll be looking forward to meeting the new recruits, boss.
Okay.
Be careful
Yes.
down there, boss.
So our first task is to get ourselves onto the starting platform. We run at full speed, dive, shotgun, reload. That's all there is. And then we start crouch walking. Always looking around. Now since we're on mid-range security, take a smoke grenade, throw it at the camera. It's going to go off. And you can keep walking. This guard's looking at you. Every time you shoot somebody, you reload.
I've been attacked, but I can't see the enemy. Over.
Now on mid-range, see that guard that popped out of there? I could have gone this way. Instead, I waited for him to appear. Oh, oh shit. Take that, you bastard. Okay, now, keep in mind, these anti-theft devices, at grade 8 or higher, they can go off. When they go off, the guards start come looking for you. So stay away from them.
CP, this is Zulu 6. I'm seeing smoke. There may be enemies in the area. Over.
So,
This is CP. Understood. Tighten security and stay alert. Out.
aim for the head, always. When a guard's crouched down like that, shoot him in the helmet to knock him out. And keep moving. Always look around. Always pay attention to your surroundings. Now, because this is a base without custom mines, I don't have to worry. Okay, stop. Look around. Scan. Quick reflexes. Okay. Now. Smoke grenade? Grenade? They panic. They dive away. The smoke cloud will help you. Take your in scope. Always hit the UAVs. And there's only one that I can see. I'm going to come right up the middle. So the core platform. Okay. Sleep grenades. One here. One here. One here. And one there. Now, Nocto. Watch him breathe deeply. Okay, there's two guards there. Throw another one. He'll be sleeping. Oh. I'm stoned now. Keep your Noctos. Nocto topped off. One more sleep grenade there. And then keep moving. Okay. There's a guy back there. I'm gonna blast him. From here. Okay. Get in his face. Knock him out. And that's it.
Infiltration successful.
Okay. Now, of course, if you use the grade 7s, nobody would be awake. But I don't need them. Thanks, Alex. And you collect your rewards. 2 S+ staff. That's the key takeaway. GMP, heroism, espionage. So Saeed is in the back, in my rearview mirror. You don't need to go over your volunteers. It's not necessary. So that's mid-range security. That's when you can use all your tools. I only use the riot pistol as a backup, just in case. In this case, I didn't need to use it. I don't want D-Dock here. Let me just change this real quick. Buddy. Quiet. I always love her in that uniform. Biostats guy is a booster. He messes with another partner or another PlayStation or whatever to get high scores. Okay, so that's combat mid-range. Okay, perfect. Okay, research and development. FOB, North Atlantic. This is the easiest, again, my experience, the easiest map to do, not just to get to the core platform, but to get through without shooting anybody. That raises your game a little bit. Okay, again, the far insertion point. Okay, locals, have a good one. You look at what their mines are. Okay, mines and cameras and all their details. Study that first before you insert. So I don't have the full mine. He doesn't have all his mines set, which is fine. I don't need to worry about that. No extra cameras, no extra mines that we can detect. Some people like to manipulate their settings. I'm going to take him at his... Let's see, what level is this? Yeah, I don't think he's manipulated his settings. Okay, so we'll start on the far point. And everything stays the same. We're not changing anything. 0600.
Successfully sneak your way into the heart of the rival PF's FOB, and you can capture staff from them. I'll be looking forward to meeting the new recruits, boss.
Okay. So we'll add a shell and deploy.
Be careful down there, boss.
Again, same thing. Run to your insertion point. Halfway through, dive, stop. You're not going to make it to this line with your invincibility frames. So, right about here. This mark here. Dive and then lay flat. Only Snake or an athlete can make it to the white line. Okay. Now the riot pistol on long range security, keep your riot pistol as your primary weapon. So you equip it first.
What?
Shoot him once. Reload. Keep walking. Go to the right. Go underneath. Always look around.
CP, this is Zulu 4.
Sometimes there'll be a guard right here. So stay away from the sensors.
Understood. Tighten security and stay alert. Out.
Follow the lines on the deck. Okay. Mark that UAV. Because I took my time, that UAV has already appeared. And since the guards know I'm here, mark that guy. There's usually a guard here where my crosshairs are.
CP, this is Zulu 4. Signs of enemy activity. Tightening security.
Keep an eye on this section here.
CP, understood. Keep your eyes open. Out.
Cut underneath. And we'll turn to the north. Watching out for anti-theft devices. You're lucky I heard you, you damn UAV. I heard the camera click, so I had to go down on my belly. And we'll just keep walking. Look above. Make sure there's nobody on the catwalk. And keep walking. If you get guards that follow you, keep walking. You don't have to engage them. Okay. Now when we come around the corner and we're in this hallway, equip the shotgun. Use your Nocto. Turn off the power. Now what turning off the power does is that if there's custom cameras up there, they won't be able to see me. How are you? Okay. So we'll come this way. So we'll come back the way we came. Look up to see if there's any custom mines, which we don't believe there are. We'll climb this pipe. Another Nocto. Oh shit. I got lucky. I also got careless. I didn't look up before I used that Nocto. Jump across. Now, quick thing to remember. Before you jump across, look up here. There's sometimes a guard will be here, and if he sees you, when you jump, it's a combat alert. Because when you jump in the air, you become visible. Very visible. Too late, buddy. Sorry. Okay, now we can just lay flat here. The UAV we marked, it's going to come around the corner. You don't have to sleep. You can lay like this.
CP, this is Zulu 4. Found a guy knocked out here. Over.
This is CP. Understood. All units, we may have intruders. Out.
And here we go. Check this catwalk for mines, just in case. Keep your Nocto up. And you will usually get custom mines at this place here. So you kind of walk a little, switch to your riot pistol, look around, nobody else, steal the mortar for espionage points, and off we go.
Infiltration successful.
So that's how that works. Well, yes, you're sending a defender notice, but it's too late for them to react. Not too bad. Not too bad for an empty base. No volunteers. Oh, that's funny. No volunteers. Okay. So we got combat, R&D. Okay, base development. Oh, we got lucky. Okay, base development. North Atlantic. Okay, again, read their minds and camera layouts. Let's go backwards for a minute. Okay, this base is... Force strength is not very big. They may not have complete containers all over the place, but that's fine. Okay, it's mid-range security, which is quote-unquote easier for us today, but it's not a guarantee. Again, the far insertion point. Okay. Everything stays the same, doesn't change. And she's not dirty, so 0600.
Successfully sneak your way into the heart of the rival PF's FOB, and you can capture staff from them. I'll be looking forward to meeting the new recruits, boss.
Okay, here we go.
Be careful down there, boss.
Same as before. So I twisted, as I moved, I twisted the camera to see that guy, just in case. And I have my shotgun ready, so I will blast him if I have to. And we'll just keep moving. I'm not going to worry about him. I marked him just in case he starts to follow me. Okay, mid-range. Smoke grenade. Camera is obscured.
CP, this is Zulu 2. I just witnessed an attack. Hostile presence confirmed.
Yes, I did.
This is CP. Understood. Stay alert and smoke out the enemy. Out.
So now they know I'm here. Just keep walking. That second platform is your toughest spot. Once you get past it, you got a good chance to get through all the way to the end. So if this guy sees you like he does now, put him down. Put him down again.
All fire teams, this is CP.
Security cams picked up a man in trouble. Nearest unit, go investigate.
Okay. Now, here comes the tough part. Mark your UAVs just in case. And we can't see the other one. Okay. Obviously, the grade 7s will work better here, but I don't use grade 7s. One here. One there. One there. One there. So that's 4.
All fire teams, this is CP. We may have a
One
situation.
up there.
Whoever's closest, go check
And
it
one
out.
up there. So since we're close to the end, we can do Nocto. If there was a camera here, I'd shoot it. Always keep your camera moving. And we're in.
Infiltration successful.
So not too bad. That's your usual haul from a mid-40s base. Now look at that biological material number, 4850. The command platform gives 3300. So the command platform essentially is a waste of time unless you're chasing nuclear weapons. Now that's mid-range, long-range. It's a whole different ball of wax. And I'll get to that afterwards. I was doing a hunt for blue kangaroo, the tough guy that's low rank, and I extracted the jeep that he was in, and he's stayed with me ever since.
You can deploy a buddy
Gets
from
on
the
my nerves.
ACC before a mission or from your iDroid. Think carefully about the mission's objectives before deciding who you'd better take along. If you develop specialized equipment for them, they'll be able to help you out in even more situations.
Okay, what's next? Support. Long range. Okay, this is a little bit different. Okay, long range support. Actually, in my experience, long range support is easiest on North Pacific, and I still have trouble with it sometimes. Okay, but this on this platform in particular, you can get through with just a little patience and no shots fired. Hopefully we can do that right now. So this is long range. I'm going to keep everything the same for purposes of this demonstration. On this platform, you can swap out the big gun for the non-lethal. The reason that is that I use the grade 5. And if you look at what it uses in resources, the Golden Crescent and Digitalis Purpurea, your deployment costs are covered on support platforms. I don't use the grade 7 one because it's not necessary. Okay, so I have a grade 5 that's low. It's been customized only with a silencer on it. I made it look like this on purpose. But I'm not going to use that for this particular run because we have the riot pistol. So everything remains the same from the previous 3 platforms. 600, always. There were no extra, as far as I remember, there were no extra cameras or mines. So
Successfully sneak your way into the heart of the rival PF's FOB, and you can capture staff from them. I'll be looking forward to meeting the new recruits, boss.
okay. Now on support platforms on this layout, your running ability is important because there's a camera in your way usually. That corner right there where that dummy is, mark him. I'm gonna let him follow me on purpose. And that guy. So we'll just keep walking. Again, stay away from the anti-theft devices. Follow the lines on the deck. And then we're going to wait for this UAV. I got little friends. I got groupies following me. Well, that's fine. Just keep walking. Mark that UAV up there. Now everybody's paying attention. Okay, here's the big trick to throw them all off. Mark these two. I'm going to go underground. They're going to disappear. And we're going to wait right here. I do this on combat platforms sometimes. I can wait here, have them stop chasing me. Okay. I'm gonna come back up here. Okay, we're gonna wait for the bottom guy to move to his right, our left. And if anybody comes calling, I'm not gonna worry about it. The reason that is that with a little bit of patience, it'll give us an opening. And we're going to stop here. Wait for that UAV to pass overhead. And off we go. Pop your Nocto, just to make sure. And go straight in and straight down. Stop here to check. Okay, there's a guard over there. Okay. So I guess it will be one shot. Put him down. Yeah, I'm not taking him. That's it.
Infiltration successful.
That's all there is to it. Okay.
Alright.
Okay. I need to stop for a few moments. I have to take care of a personal matter. I'll be back shortly. Just give me... Oh, volunteer! That works for me. Okay. So I'll be back shortly. I'm going to stop the stream for now, and then I'm going to come right back. So we got intel and medical to do after that. So I'll see you guys in a little bit. Thanks.